This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, it's Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with another match with the Rug Planeswalker. This is actually in an 8-man queue, as the deck has been performing quite well, 3-0 so far, so I thought I'd actually queued up an 8-man, see how well it will perform against the more Tier 1 decks. I know the decks that we played against in the 2-man queues weren't Tier 1, I wouldn't say quite. I mean, the Boros Burn was, but other than that, the decks weren't quite as Tier 1 as what I'd like to see in this 8-man queue. So anyway, yes, we won the die roll. Yes, we'd like to play first. Very keepable hand. We got the combo here with this Corsair of Crewfix and the Domri. And we got this late game Niv Mizzet. He'll be fine. We can, of course, lead off with a probably second turn Temple here. As anything, a land, we would want to keep a land, we would want to keep any creature. So in this case, it's not actually good to Temple first turn. It's going to actually be good just to Steam Vents first turn, and then Temple the following turn. In fact, Stomping Grounds probably would have been a little bit better in case we drew into an Elvish Mystic, but not a big deal. So Temple of Malice. This is going to be an interesting deck. And again, you'll get as many bonus matchups as I win. So hopefully I win this matchup and you'll get some extra videos. Miracle Chemist is fine. Again, that's something that I don't know if I would describe on the bottom or not, but we'll be able to Temple here. And now a Mystic at this point is quite weak, so we'll put that one on the bottom. Because next turn we can either Domri or Corsair Crewfix, depending on what we're up against. See if it's Jund Dredge. I'd be so happy if it is. Ooh! It's my colors, and it's probably going to be Jund Monsters, Sylvan Carotid. And I'm definitely okay with this because we can go over the top of them. And I'm thinking the right play here is actually to... We're going to Domri. And plus one Domri. See if we hit something. And we do hit. Look at that. Alright, so we get a Stormbreath Dragon. So it's going to be Jund Monsters versus Rug Planeswalker Monsters. See who has the advantage here. So see if he's going to actually Corsair Crewfix. Finds out Varaska. That's going to be a good one. So we're going to have two of these library things that I'm going to have to disable here. Alright, so here's his library. We'll put that there, and we'll put mine in the corner after I'm most likely going to Corsair Crewfix. I highly doubt Xenagos comes out here. Another Mercurial Chemister. And that's awesome. That is the best one we could have actually utilized, because we get to put this on bottom. And then we get a +1 Domri to find a Xenagos. That is just insane. Alright, so let me minimize this here. Gosh, this combo. This combo is just crazy good. And we'll look at the top of my library. Get a Xenagos. And now Chandra's on the top. But I think next turn... I mean, if he attacks me with his Corsair Crewfix, I gotta block. He can then use his Goreclan Rampager. I'd lose my Corsair Crewfix, and Domri would take some damage. But I still think blocking is the right move here. He can't quite Stormbreath Dragon, because he did miss a land. And now Goreclan is on top. He's got a Varaska in hand. I think the proper move is to try to cast a biggie, like a Stormbreath Dragon, hopefully, and kill off that Corsair by fighting. See if he's got a Domri of his own. Both still have 7 cards. I've got a little bit of a jump on him. He's going to have a Varaska that's going to be hard for me to deal with. Well, not really, because I just Stormbreath Dragon it. He knows I have a Stormbreath. Xenagos is going to wreak havoc on him. I mean, Xenagos could come out next turn and double my Corsair Crewfix if I wanted to go that route. So 4 mana for a Pelucranos. Pelucranos does come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can't quite Xenagos fight. So that's going to be a bit of an issue, and especially with the Goreclan Rampager next turn. I think what we just do here, unfortunately, another Domri on top. I mean, I could Storm Breath drag. No, I can't even Storm Breath. So let's see. It's going to be Kiora, because it's the only thing I really can cast. That sucks that we miss a land there. I mean, I could go a Chandra. A Chandra just draws a Domri, though. I think Kiora, and we draw a card. Because Vrask is coming out next turn, too. Most like, well, if he has a land off top. Yeah, because I can't fight the Courser in any logical way. Yeah, it's going to be Kiora. I kind of just want a Plukernos here. And that does shut down the Plukernos, but I also want to just draw a card and play an additional land. It's so tempting here, because this gives Domri some... I'm going to draw a card and play an additional land if I have one off the top. Awesome. So... yes, we'd like to play 2 life here, or does it matter? Can we get up to 3 life? No, we can't. No, we'd not like to pay 2 life. The cool thing is then I can play this one as well. So it worked out. And actually now I knew a Carotid was going to be on top. But we're up to 9 cards. I am going to have to get rid of 2 cards here. But that helped us ramp quite a bit. And now he's got to decide what he wants to do here. I'm thinking the weakest card, we can get rid of a Chemister. And I'm thinking a Carotid's fine to get rid of. So again, we should be okay. He's got to kill Kiora here. See what is he just going to Monstrosity the Plukernos? No, that'd be a terrible play. So see where he attacks here. Attacks into Kiora and attacks into Domri. So Domri can die. Because what he's going to do is he's going to be at +9/+9. The +4/+4 doesn't do anything. It will kill Kiora. If I block, right? Because then 2 damage will go through to Kiora, but then I save a Domri. I think what I do is I just let them, unfortunately, both die. Yeah, this just sucks. Because I'd like to keep Kiora alive. 6, 2, 1 goes through. If I block there, then, yep, they're just going to both die, because all he's going to do is he's... Okay, so Domri survives, actually. Just going to cast a Gore Clan now. Domri of his own. So he's going to fight now with the Courser with the Plukernos. No, he decides to... Yeah, he needs to find a land, so he's going to get the Elvish Mystic. All right, he finds the Stomping Ground. I will kill off the Domri with the Stormbreath Dragon and fight off his Courser of Crewfix. So this is going to be a card advantage war. The Plukernos might get him there, because we are very similar. We have very similar board states and very similar hands, I'm sure. I don't want that reveal. Okay, so where's my reveal? I get a Xenagos off the top. All right, so I can't fight with Domri. The thing I can cast... There's a Nightthos Shrine to Nyx. That'll be awesome to actually cast. Gain a life here. Yeah, because I can't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nightthos Shrine to Nyx will actually generate some plus mana if I cast the Stormbreath Dragon, but then I won't have enough to actually activate it. I have a Mystic on top. So I'm definitely going to Mystic here. I mean, I can play a free Elvish Mystic. Well, I could make Courser of Krufix bigger with the Xenagos. Make him lose a Sylvan Caryatid. So there's 4. Yeah, that's still going to be 5. It's still going to be pointless. If I went... Unless, hold up. If I cast a Domri, what does that do? Still doesn't do. If I cast a Xenagos, what is that? Still nothing. Cast a Xenagos, plus it, 2 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's better, actually, to do Xenagos plus Xenagos. Which will add... No, because I'd still need another red. Alright. Oh, I can do a combination of red, right? So I can add 2 and have one of them be a red, one of them be a colorless to activate. So this is actually better to Xenagos here. Yeah, definitely Xenagos. No, that was a terrible play. Because now I can't Stormbreath Dragon. But this can add green. Because I'd still need a floating green. So that adds 5. And we can... Xenagos God of Revels. And that gives us a blocker. I think that's actually fine. So Courser Krufix, we will make him lose a Caryatid. And I think that was the best play that we could do. Because now we have this 6/6 blocker. He does get another Plukranos out of this. Or he could just decimate my board by fighting. Yeah, it was probably the right move would have been to kill that Domri. Decisions. Because what he probably needs to do is fight the Plukranos onto the Courser of Krufix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he needs to tick up the Plukranos to kill the Elvish Mystic. And then he boards wipe me by killing Domri and killing Xenagos. Yep. Yep, and then he attacks and attacks. And I need to hit a land here. Stormbreath Dragon will be nice. Jeez, and he still has another play. Another Courser of Krufix. Okay. So does Cure's Follower actually do it? Does it put me up to enough devotion? Stormbreath Dragon absolutely has to kill off Domri, but I hope I'm just not destroyed after that. Because then he's going to be able to get out A Domri of my own can kill off a Courser of his. And no, it can actually kill out Plukernos, but he can actually cast another one. But no, I wouldn't have enough mana anyway to cast both. I needed to hit a land there, and I did not. So, but still the right play, I think, is going to be to Stormbreath Dragon. And if he's got a Flesh Blood, I'm just dead next turn. But I'm going to at least spend my mana here to Kiora. Now I could attack in. To force me to use a Gorkon or Rampager on a Courser of Kruphix, but I think the right play is just attacking a Domri. Do I attack into him? Because yes, this is getting very lethal the next turn with a Xenagos. But he can do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that he can do 14 damage next turn. But yeah, so it should be lethal next turn, though, depending on how. He's got to have me here, otherwise I win. I mean, Vraska can kill off a Stormbreath Dragon, but he's going to be staring down a 10-10 Niv Mizzet. Jeez, just so many interactions here. Vraska it is, so yeah, I'm sure that's what ends up happening is he kills the Stormbreath Dragon. Puts out a Mystic. And I take a load of damage. Stomping Ground's nice. We're going to kill off the Mystic and kill Vraska for sure. But I still have to survive the following turn. So let's see if we can get enough active here. I still think that's the right play with Chandra. Is to, and it gives devotion. So yes, I'll, oh geez, now that I'm thinking about shocking myself, it's probably not the right idea. But Chandra can come out here. You know, I could just completely ignore Vraska. Yes, we'd like to do the damage to Vraska, because we can do 4 damage right now to Vraska. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it still won't be enough. Yes, we'll do it to Vraska. Put her down to a 1. Keep her off that -3. And at this point, I just need to put out a Xenagos, God of Revels, to actually get my Xenagos active. I gotta be able to absorb enough damage. If I attack him with Kiora, I can put out a Domri. And then my dude is active, and I can actually kill off one of these Prophets. Or if I untap a land, I can actually put out a Mercurial Chemister, but that doesn't do anything. So I think it's just attack in. And threaten lethal the next turn. So here we go with Domri. And it could actually kill off blue criminals here. And that might actually be the right play because then he can... Yeah. So there's one blue criminals out of the way. I have 10 minutes though for 2 games, so I really have to start playing a lot quicker now. Now he does have a Gore clan. But I can make one of these guys not able to block. Plus a 10-10's coming out of his face next turn. At this point I think he just needs to cast a Plukernos. But even that's a bad play. A Stormbreath Dragon. He's going to go for the attack, and then I win next turn. So with the Niv Mizzet. So just do a damage to him. Oops, I should have made his guy not be able to block. But, I mean, this is game here, so... we can generate net mana with... Jeez, maybe I should tap my lands right. There we go. Blue, blue, green, green. Unless he's got a fog in his hand, this should be game. Alrighty, so I need to play this next game a lot quicker. What needs to come in, Misty Mortars will definitely come in. I'm not sure if Cyclonic Rift Catch will come in. Definitely Catch. Ral Zarek is just a little too weak, I believe. It can't, the 3 damage can't kill off enough relevant targets. Plukernos is fine, Xenagos is fine. Xenagos the Reveler is fine. I mean, all these are fine. Everything is, it's Ral Zarek that I do believe needs to come out. And if that's the case... maybe the Chemisters need to come out. No, I really like the Chemisters in this match. Yeah, I think Chandra might be a little bit too weak. I'm going to take out a 1 of Chemister, and we'll submit this. Very, 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 very good hand. Well, sort of. We can actually get a Cure, and a lot of times Cure can be the difference here. See if it... okay, so it's an Elf of his own. Hopefully it doesn't have the God Draw. And I'm going to... first turn Mystic as well, and now the Carotid allows me to cast anything. So this is going to be another mean little matchup here. Doesn't want to make the trade. Don't blame him. Can't do anything here on my second turn, so we'll just Mystery. Put that on the bottom at this point. I think we're fine on lands. And we'll Caryatid. It's going to be a Xenagos. Which is definitely okay. And he can't... Why? He can't even do anything here with 1 damage. So I'll just block. I don't know why he just did that. Oh, that is not a good one. Well, we're going to Xenagos and... Jeez, do I want to get into Xenagos War? I think it's just Kiora here. And play an extra land. And at this point, it's just going to be a Temple. And I'm going to lose Kiora here, but that's fine. She was a expensive Explorer. What we really need to draw into is one of our Midgame Mortars. And that will ruin his day. And we have a ton of mana open next turn with the Xenagos. We'll have 3 creatures in Xenagos. So hopefully this will find us something cool off the top. That is not cool. Put that on the bottom. And I will put out a Mystic. A Plukernos would be awesome. A Stormbreath Dragon would be awesome. Plukernos is his own, so you can generate a ton of mana here. He is going to go that route, which adds 4, and then he's going to kill my Mystics. So whoever goes first in this matchup is definitely really good. Yeah, I don't know if I can deal with a 7/7. And still gets even 2 into me. Okay. We could draw my 1 of Catch. That'd be nice. But, I mean, a Catch at this point just kills off his Xenagos. And he still has a Plukernos to beat me over the face with. So another Kiora. Not the greatest again. Maybe Kiora's not very good in this match, as I can make his Plukernos obsolete, but he's going to be able to kill off Kiora with just the amount of threats that he has. If I put a Xenagos out... So again, I think it's just... Unfortunately, it's going to be Kiora and drawing cards. And hopefully I can draw the Plukernos before he does next game. Another Kiora. Well, we got lands. Stormbreath Dragon. He's adding mana as well, so he's having another Stormbreath Dragon. 7 mana to Monstrosity. Okay, I've seen enough. Plus, I'm probably dead here. We'll go on to the next round to conserve time. So again, maybe these Cures aren't the greatest. Well, yes, it is. It's fine versus everything but Xenagos, as I can keep him locked down. Ralzeric again doesn't kill off enough. I don't believe it. It can kill off his opposing. And maybe there's better in Mercurial Chemisters, unfortunately. So maybe I just... Well, no, I want the profits in Mercurial Chemisters. I think that can be the deciding factor in the game. I still think Midgame Mortars are fine. I think I'm going to go one of Ral's Eric. We're going to take out a Kiora, the Crashing Wave, and play a one of Ral's Eric and see how that works. I don't want to get flooded with Kiora the Crashing Waves. I don't believe. And maybe this catch. Yes, catch is amazing in this because what catch can do is if he gets Domri up to like a ultimate range, you just catch it and use their own thing against him. And Xenagos Godarels seems very good. Niv Draco Genius seems okay. And maybe he's actually the right play to get rid of. And put in another Alzeric. It's an interesting, very, very interesting what I do here. Yeah, I'm going to go for this Niv Mizzet Draco Genius. Other than it can be the... Yeah, I just don't think Ralzeric hits enough targets. Very, very close matchup. So again, that just came down to who drew the answers first. Whoever goes first has a huge advantage, especially with Elvish Mystic. Alrighty, this is a very keepable hand. We got a turn 2 Domri. See if Mr. Domri hits for us too. That will be the key to winning this match. Is actually the amount of Domri hits. I mean, I'd actually like to draw in a Courser next turn, and then I'd actually turn 2 Courser. I like that a lot better than turn 2 Domri sometimes. It depends. I think I'd Domri and then Courser, but nonetheless, we got a Xenagos the following turn. I have a feeling this guy is trying to clock me. I have 6 minutes left. So what happens on MTGO sometimes you have some people that when you get down to low in the clock, what they do is they just play incredibly slow, thinking that you'll slow down the game. So here I'm going to play as fast as possible. Hopefully I don't play mistake. But either he's double queued or that's his strategy is to try to clock me. All right, so no first turn Elvish Mystic. We're looking very good here because we do go the turn 2 Domri. So I do have to shock myself again but that's fine. And we'll plus Domri and hopefully find something juicy. No, that is not juicy. But next turn we can scry away something. It depends on what we want to play next turn. I might just Pluganos, slam a Pluganos, and attack in. If he just Carotids here. Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be actually Xenagos. Alright, so it will be a forest here. Xenagos. Put a 2/2 and pass the turn to him. And next we can fight. If he puts like a Courser of Krufix, we can fight it. We can Pluganos fight it. No advantage. That's awesome. And he's stuck on lands. This is just amazing. I think this game is pretty much in the bag. As we're able to Pluganos, fight. We can add 3, but 3 will temple here. And he just scoops. All right, because he knows he's dead here after that. Apologize for that, uneventful. We would have scried that to bottom, had a Carotid on top, and able to draw into a Prophet of Krufix, and that definitely would have sealed the deal. So we're going on to round number 2. This is Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.